Hi, do you remember the first time you visited Liberty University? Remember that first time you pulled into the Welcome Center? You probably parked in one of those spaces that said, Future Champion for Christ. Well, now you're here, finally, at Liberty. And the question is, how do you go from that parking spot to a seat in graduation? How do you become a champion for Christ and walk out of here equipped and ready to make a difference in the world around you?
Spiritual life is one of the primary things that sets Liberty apart from any other university. No other university offers the resources and opportunities at the level that Liberty affords each and every student. Spiritual life is one of the primary things that sets Liberty apart from any other university. No other university offers the resources and opportunities at the level that Liberty affords each and every student. That's why the department that oversees all spiritual life is called the Office of Spiritual Development, because the goal is to help you develop into the person God is calling you to be.
But truthfully, it can seem a little overwhelming. Liberty students have so many options. There's so much stuff to do, so many ways to get involved, to love, serve, lead, and give.
Think about it. Liberty students have the single greatest voices in the church and the world, speaking and engaging with them in environments like convocation and campus community multiple times a week. Liberty students have the opportunity to disciple and minister to one another in LU community groups. They serve in humanitarian relief work through LU Send Now and travel to places like London, Rome, and Tokyo, and serve alongside local churches and organizations through LU Send. Students are involved all over the city of Lynchburg in serving the community. They're big brothers and big sisters to kids who need mentors. They go overseas in places like Greece and assist the fight in human trafficking. They worship together, serve together, shepherd together, live together. Liberty students give generously. Last year, they set collegiate records in their giving towards orphan care, sex trafficking prevention, and other humanitarian causes. Liberty students volunteer on average around 500,000 hours a year. That's 500,000.
Like I said, it might seem overwhelming, but the truth is, if you slow down a bit, it's pretty simple. All spiritual life at Liberty can be summarized by asking one of two questions. How am I growing in Jesus, and how am I giving back like Jesus? Growing and giving. Because the more you grow in Christ, the more you cannot help but give like Christ. Every spiritual life opportunity at Liberty can be categorized into one of those two questions.
So let's look at that first one. Opportunities for you to grow. Take something big, like Convocation. Convocation is there to help you grow. You go to it 3 times a week to hear from the greatest thinkers in the world, people from all walks of life. Because at Liberty, we believe how you think is just as vital as what you think. A fundamental part of the college experience is being exposed to a variety of viewpoints so that you can better understand why you hold your own beliefs and be better prepared to defend them. President Falwell said it best. Students are not only free, but encouraged to form their own opinions about what they hear in Convocation. This is a vital part of the higher learning experience.
Or take campus community. Campus community is the central gathering place for worship and spiritual growth on campus. It's there for you, a place to gather where through worship and the preaching of the word, you grow as a believer. All spiritual life at the school flows out of this Wednesday night gathering. But then, out of campus community groups on residential halls are where you break out of rows and into circles. This is where true discipleship and accountability among your peers occurs.
And again, this is why attendance at campus community is so important, because the message in campus community is the content that you discuss in your halls. You simply attend campus community, and then as soon as you leave, a discussion guide from that night's sermon is made available on the campus community app.
Now those are big and obvious opportunities, but of course there are hundreds of other unique ways to grow. And guiding that entire discipleship process is a team called the LU Shepherd Office. The LU Shepherd Office is the chief pastoral counseling arm of our campus. The LU Shepherd Office is made up of men and women who wake up every day to think about you. They oversee the student shepherds and community leaders who live on the hall with you. And they're there to walk with you, talk with you, and pray with you. They are there at every convocation and every campus community. They lead midweek Bible studies on campus and even weekend retreats. You'll see them on campus, in the rot, in the gym. If you want help, if you want guidance, if you want mentorship, if you are looking for any and every opportunity to be discipled while at Liberty, then visit the LU Shepherd Office.
So what is the common thread in all that? All of those opportunities from campus community to a Bible study with an LU Shepherd are focused on growing you in Christ, equipping you, empowering you, discipling you. But here's the thing, real growth in Christ never just stops with you. It always spills into the lives of the people around you. The more filled with Christ that you are, the more giving of Christ you become.
That's why at Liberty, the student body is passionate about being the hands and feet of Jesus on campus, in our local community of Lynchburg, in our country, and to the furthest reaches of the world. And there's tons of ways you can get involved, giving your time, your treasure, and your talent to those around you. Those opportunities exist for you to live out your faith in love and service to those around you. To learn about all the ways you can get involved in service and engagement, the primary point of contact is the LU Serve office. From local opportunities to serve in the community as a big brother or big sister, to international opportunities to go and spend your summer serving at a Christian youth camp in Cambodia, LU Serve is the one-stop shop for all the ways you can get plugged in to rolling up your sleeves and being a champion for Christ on campus and across the world. Are you looking for local churches to get connected with? Talk to LU Serve. Interested in working with the homeless in Lynchburg? LU Serve. Do you want to spend your summer serving youth in Belgium, Mexico? LU Serve.
And if you're wondering, wait, what's that thing called CSER they told me about? Isn't that a graduation requirement for me? Yep, and take a guess where you can find out about every single service opportunity that counts as CSER credit. You got it, LU Serve. Finally, if you're looking to travel with your academic department, LU Send is the central hub of support for all student group travel. We're passionate about helping you get off campus and see the world. So there are a ton of ways you can achieve academic credit by traveling. If you're taking Government 332, why not take it in Amsterdam? Or if you're taking Theology 201, why not take it in Romania? And if you don't need to take an entire course but still want to travel, you can even propose your own independent study or even an assignment replacement. Yep. That means if you're in a course, LU Send will work directly with your professor to see if there are any assignments that could be replaced by your participation on a trip. We want to help you see the world, and the LU Send office will work with you to make it happen.
Now, just about every university offers students a chance to travel abroad for credit. But what makes Liberty unique is that we don't just stop being Liberty when we travel. Wherever you travel to, no matter what your major or degree, you'll also serve alongside churches and organizations engaging that culture with the gospel while you're there. Whenever we travel, we ask the question, how can we be more than just tourists? How can we do more than simply become a better nurse? Instead, how can we serve? How can we bless others while we're here?
Because at the end of the day, that's truly what it means to be a champion for Christ. You're not just here to become a great businessman or woman who happens to be a Christian, or a great nurse, artist, politician, teacher, lawyer, you name it. You're here to become one of those and then go change the world as a result, using the skills and the knowledge that you've developed, whether as a teacher, designer, counselor, pastor, or what have you. The goal of spiritual development is to see champions for Christ in every walk of life, carrying the light of Christ into those fields.
That's spiritual life at Liberty. Sure, the mechanics of all this might seem complex and multi-layered, but remember, for you, the one experiencing all of it, it's a simple journey. You want to serve? LU Serve. Want to go? LU Send. Want to grow? LU Shepherd. Want to be equipped? Convocation, Campus Community, and many other spiritually focused events. It's all about growing, and it's all about giving. So right now, you should probably just take a deep breath, because there are people here to guide you through all of this as you begin this journey. LU Shepherds are available at every single campus community and convocation. Your resident shepherds and community leaders are in your halls. LU Serve is available for you. LU Send is available for you. And we're so glad you're a part of our Liberty family.